Welcome back to Smart Stock Sam, the channel where we cut through the noise and get straight to the truth about what's actually moving markets. Today we are doing a full reality check on BMNR, BitMine Immersion Technologies. Is it worth buying right now, or is it a falling knife dressed up in institutional clothes? By the end of this video, you will have everything you need to make that call yourself. We are talking price action, institutional flows, upcoming catalysts, and the exact levels you need to watch. So let's get into it. Right now, the market is completely split in two on this stock. In one corner, you have retail investors running for the exits in a total panic. In the other corner, some of the biggest names on Wall Street are quietly loading up like there is no tomorrow. BMNR is sitting near $20, stuck right in the middle of that tug-of-war, and the side you choose to be on could make all the difference. So, which side is actually right? Let's start with the ugly truth because you deserve to see it. This stock hit a peak of $161 within last 52 weeks. Today, it's hovering around $20. That is an 87% collapse. A brutal gap down on February 17th really twisted the knife for anyone holding long. On the surface, it looks like a disaster. But here is what is interesting. Even after that historic crash, BMNR is still up over 525% from its 52-week low of just $3.20. So the question isn't just how far it's fallen, it's where it goes from here. To understand what's really driving this sell-off, you need to understand how this stock is built. BMNR is essentially a high-beta Ethereum proxy. Think of it like Ethereum on steroids. When crypto sentiment shifts, this stock moves faster and harder than the underlying asset itself. With a correlation coefficient of 0.52 to ETH, the current drawdown is being powered by a broader cooldown in crypto momentum. If you are a long-term bull on Ethereum, this stock is, at its core, a leveraged bet on that recovery. And that is exactly what has the institutions so excited right now. Because here is where the story gets really interesting. While the broader market is mourning $8 billion in paper losses on this stock, institutional conviction is not cracking. It is actually getting stronger. Q4 buying activity from the big players did not just hold steady, it surged. They are not looking at the paper losses on the screen. They are looking at the chance to own a core Ethereum infrastructure play at a fraction of its peak valuation. Could institutions be buying a sinking ship? That is the question every smart investor has to ask. And when you see exactly who is doing the buying, it becomes very hard to dismiss. Morgan Stanley owns 12.1 million shares. That is a $331 million stake. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest holds 9.4 million shares, worth $256 million. These are not traders flipping shares for a quick gain. These are asset managers building positions for a multi-year cycle, and they have chosen $20 as their accumulation zone. Does that mean they are right? Not necessarily, but it absolutely means they see something that the panic sellers do not. And it gets even bolder when you look at the percentage increases in institutional ownership. Bank of America increased its position by 1,668%. Goldman Sachs is up 588%. Citigroup up 542%. And BlackRock, the largest asset manager on the planet, is up 165%. Now ask yourself this. When every major bank on Wall Street is buying the same stock at the same time, does that happen by accident? But let's be honest about the short-term picture, because the technicals right now are not pretty. The 14-day RSI sits at 43.9, neutral to bearish territory. The price is trading below both the 50-day and 200-day simple moving averages. The MACD is at negative 0.1, confirming that downside momentum is still in control. The key pivot sits at $19.79, and until the bulls can reclaim that level with conviction, the bears still have the edge. Smart stock. Sam does not sugarcoat it. The short-term chart is still flashing red. Here is the technical conflict that makes this stock so fascinating right now. On the short-term time frame, BMNR is forming what looks like a bear flag, a pattern that typically leads to another leg lower before any recovery. But zoom all the way out, and a completely different picture emerges. A massive falling wedge, which is a classic long-term bullish reversal setup. The line in the sand is $21.74. A clean daily close above that level would invalidate the bear flag and could trigger a breakout from the wedge. Until then, it is a waiting game. Now let's look at the derivatives, because a lot of people are asking, is a short squeeze coming to save this thing? Short interest is elevated, sitting between 35 and 41% of the float. Normally, that kind of pressure would have traders salivating over a squeeze setup. But with the borrow fee at just 0.29%, there is no real pain being applied to the shorts right now. No imminent squeeze is coming. However, institutional long positions are heavily hedged, and their upside price targets remain extremely aggressive, ranging from $35 to $50. They are prepared for more downside, but they are absolutely positioned for a major move upward. And while we wait for that move, the company is not sitting still. BitMine currently has 3.04 million ETH staked, that is 69% of their total holdings, generating $176 million in annualized staking rewards. Think about what that means. They are getting paid to wait. Even if the price grinds sideways for months, the yield engine keeps running. That is a meaningful margin of safety that most people completely overlook when they see the chart and panic. Now let's talk catalysts, because this is where the story gets a serious gear shift. In the first quarter of 2026, BitMine is set to launch Maven, a new staking solution projected to drive revenue up to $252 million. That alone is a massive potential inflection point. But they just made another move that almost nobody is talking about, a $200 million stake in Beast Industries, which is the business empire behind Mr. Beast. They are building a bridge into creator-led fintech distribution, giving them access to one of the largest and most engaged young audiences on the planet. Could this be the move that completely changes how people discover Ethereum-based products? Because if it works, the upside is enormous. Zoom all the way out, and the long-term thesis is what BitMine calls the 5% goal. They currently control 3.62% of the total global ETH supply and are actively working toward 5%. That is supply shock economics at scale. Chairman Tom Lee has noted that today's market sentiment closely mirrors the cyclical bottoms seen in 2018 and 2022, both of which preceded massive multi-year bull runs. If history rhymes, we may be standing at the beginning of something significant. Before we get to the final verdict, a quick but important reminder from Smart Stock Sam. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything discussed here is purely for informational and educational purposes only. Stock investing involves real risk, and you could lose money. Always do your own research and consult a qualified professional before making any investment decisions. Past performance, including institutional buying patterns, does not guarantee future results. So here is the bottom line. BMNR is not a stock for the faint of heart. It is a high beta, high conviction play, best suited for contrarian accumulators who have a longer time horizon and the stomach for serious volatility. In a bearish scenario, the key support zone to watch is $15 to $17. If that floor holds, the bullish thesis stays intact. On the upside, analyst targets are clustering between $43 and $48.67, which is a massive potential return from where we sit today. 3 things to monitor going forward. First, watch for a confirmed daily close above $21.74. That is your breakout signal. Second, track the Maven product launch in Q1 2026 for real revenue validation. And third, keep your eye on that $15 floor. The smart money has made their move. Now you know exactly what to watch. If this breakdown was useful to you, do me a quick favor, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who are trying to make smarter investing decisions. And if you are not subscribed to Smart Stock Sam yet, now is a great time. We do deep dives like this one regularly, and you do not want to miss the next one. Drop your thoughts in the comments too. Are you bullish on BMNR, or do you think Tom Lee is guiding BMNR towards bankruptcy? I read every comment and I would love to hear where you stand. I will see you in the next one.